Is going on, everyone? It is Wednesday night. It is championship night as we are at the season finale here in the Elswick E-Sports Rising Star Series. It has been a fun opening season here of the 2023 year, but tonight we are going to be crowning a champion in our Rising Star Series that then will wave goodbye to this series as they will have to advance to the Thursday night. And it is some close racing, but what a race we're going to end the season at here tonight. We got 85 laps at the Rock. We are at Rockingham. You can see these playoff drivers made it through the iRacing Super Speedway, Iowa, Bristol, Michigan, and now the Rock for 85 laps. Nice little afternoon race here. Drivers are starting to come in. More haulers are coming in. We got some Thursday night drivers that are going to come here tonight and take part in this battle. Hopefully try to get in the way of the playoff drivers, but it's going to be fun. When we look at our playoff drivers, 6 of them mathematically have a shot, although only 5 of them are here tonight. Joey Saenz is coming in, points leader. He was the regular season point leader. Last week, after Michigan was able to get his way back to the top of the timing or the points board here, and he has got a 3-point lead over Matthew Croak. Now you see David Gainforth there, only 5 points behind Joey Saenz. Larry Brunner is right there, 7 points back. Nathan Dufton is a little bit further back as well. So it is still super close. Mathematically, those 5 that are here have a shot. But Joey Saenz right now is looking to crown and finish off his dominant regular season and bring home the championship. But do drivers like a Matthew Croker, how about David Gainforth, the season he has had to come in here tonight, have a shot, just 7 points back. That is an awesome run here. Even if he can't bring it home, that is a great run for the 101 there of David Gainforth. And there you see Larry Brunner and Nathan Dufton. They were newcomers to the season and to the league, also in the playoffs. So it will be fun to see what's going to happen here tonight. 7 minutes left of this opening practice. There are some drivers out here. I said we got some cup drivers out here. How about this? Mr. Tuesday Night up in the booth. Mr. Stuyvesant's going to turn some laps. It's been a while since we've seen the Chrome Cyber Thunder Broadcast Network Camaro, but it is out running some laps, as well as Crank Bell. Haven't seen Crank on a Wednesday in a while, and here he is going to put in some laps at the Rock. Pull up the timing board. You can see here in these opening laps of practice, or final laps of practice, Joey Saenz leading the way, but Nathan Dufton is right there. No, I want best time, not last time. There we go. There we go. So it'll be a fun run here tonight. It's like 13 so far have made it in for these 85 laps. Fuel, tires, the track is bumpy. Let's ride on board here with Crank going around into turn 3 and 4. Hear him playing with the throttle, the car bouncing around on those bumps at the bottom. Ooh, has to get off the gas there, almost into the wall. That's a lap, essentially. It's a lap from where we joined him, but obviously he's coming now to the start-finish line. Frank Bell. Gainforth was out for a second. He jumped back to the pits. We're going to ride on with him. Pretty quiet track right now. A lot of the drivers are in their drivers meeting. Their final Wednesday night drivers meeting here in the opening season. Our host that's going to be, maybe joining us. He may be just hanging out, just doing race control here tonight with Kyle Nadeau, bringing home the championship last night in the Tuesday Night Thunder Series. Looks like the drivers' meeting has ended.
Hello.
Kyle's in the booth. Kyle, what's our fuel run? And will we have any cautions?
The fuel run is probably 45 to 48 laps, and probably. But that keeps it interesting. That keeps it spicy. And we have guests. In order to fill out the field, we have let Mr. Thursday night admin, Crank Bell, into the field. And Tuesday night broadcaster, Mike Stuyvesant, into the field.
That's going to bring us to 13 strong. So what do these playoff drivers got to do here tonight to bring home a championship? 5 of the 6 that are mathematically capable are here tonight, and it is very tight between those 5. What do they got to do to bring it home?
They have to finish ahead of either of anyone ahead of them, or in case of Joey, he has to finish ahead of everybody within, say, 3 spots. So Matthew Crocat will have to finish 4 spots ahead of Joey Signs to win a championship, but that's if Joey doesn't get a pole or lead a lap. So you also have to throw in the bonus points on that too. So it's a lot of moving and shifting tonight.
All right, so maybe we'll be able to interview a champion tonight, depending on how many laps led and those types of things, as points do not reset. It carries over all race long.
Oh, with 13 people only showing up, that will eliminate Nathan Dufton from the championship.
Poor Nathan, he better start getting and recruiting friends here for the final 2 minutes.
Yeah, so that will put Larry Brunner as the next one.
All right, so now it'll be down to those final 4. Poor Dufton too. He's second on the timing board right now.
Oh, of course.
Right there, but unless a driver or 2 show up here in these closing minutes, looks like mathematically that will take him out of contention. So Kyle, I'm seeing a bunch of bumps here in this track. Are they running too low? Is that the preferred lane? What's going on here in 3 and 4? Lots of bumps.
You got bumps down at the yellow line, you got bumps up at the wall, you got bumps on the front stretch. This track is just bumpy. You just kind of find where they are and where your car likes to not bounce across them, and just kind of save your tires throughout the whole run. You don't want to upset the car too much here. Bottom out and spin out.
All right, well, so you were saying 48 laps, so if we stay clean and green, it could be a one-stop race. Do you see anybody trying to mix that up with tires, or you just run this thing dry?
I think tires are just too valuable here. So maybe run it dry. Maybe split it the first run, and then take your tires. You'll have the gap to make up, and hopefully it's enough.
All right, well, we are going to keep our eye on it as we're closing in on the final minute here of the final practice in the season finale here in the Elswick E-Sports Rising Star Series. We're going to step aside for the Stars and Stripes, and we're going to be right back with qualifying for championship night here. 4 drivers, only one is going to bring home that golden trophy.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Bringing us back. Here we go. It is qualifying. It's our first driver out here. Looks like Matt Hall is going to come out.
Oh, iRacing done messed up again.
Is it open qual?
It's open qualifying.
Yeah, that's right. Blame iRacing.
Yep.
All right, so curveball here. All right, how many drivers go out and just bump Joey every lap?
Well, hey. Well, if they bump Joey, they also get a their lap also doesn't count. So
Yeah, I might be good with that. I just bump him. All right, well, a little curveball here. So it is open qual. So for some of these drivers, that might be a little bonus 5 minutes here of practicing with other cars on the track. What's dirty air like here on these Xfinity cars on this track? Is that a thing, or are they going to be pretty in line just navigating those bumps?
With how, cold tires to good tires, not so much. But once the tires start to wear out, it's a pain with dirty air. So I don't think in 5 minutes it's going to affect it as much. But if it was a 10-15 minute qualifying, which thank God it's not, yeah, I don't think it'll be too much. In the race, different story.
So tonight is going to be some saving some tires because those tires wear just starts to get harder and harder to make that pass. You're going to have to set the runs up to get down on the straightaway.
Yeah. To pass here, you actually want to arc it in very, very high, get into the throttle, and hammer down coming off the corner and get that run down the backstretch.
See who can master that, but here it is. Points leader back to the top of the timing board, but hey, the 52 just dethroned it. Let's see, are they going to alternate? They're going to pass the lead back and forth? They are not. Mark Morton is at the top of the timing board right now by 2/100ths of a second. See if Joey can put in a fast time. Joey's got a better first sector, and he's going to come down the pits. See if he's going to reset. He is going to reset. Fresh tires. He is coming back out. Open qual. Kyle, what's that do to your mindset now that you are, you probably were coming in thinking just you on the track, have 2 laps. Now you get 5 minutes, so it kind of gives you some chance to do some hits here, but you got to time this right with other cars on the track.
Yeah, that kind of throws you for a curveball, and you're like, oh, well, damn, there goes my strategy for that one. But, hey, if you crash, you get to go out, run another lap,
Yeah, there we go. Eric Anderson top of the board, but he's going to be a back-to-front challenger, correct?
No, he would not be. He could have actually...
That's right, he qualifies, yes.
Yeah.
Frank and Mike, though, will be.
Yes.
But we know Mike can't do it, so that's an irrelevant statement.
Well, Crank tried it at Daytona. I think he finished 3rd, so him and Mike can fight over the better finisher.
All right, let's keep our eye here on Joey to see if he can pick up time as he's got fresh tires.
We're in a really low line through 1 and 2.
Oh, he's gonna want to reset. 1:24 left. He can get a lap in.
Yep. Do it fast.
How about our other playoff driver here, David Gainforth, 8th on the timing board right now.
I think this was a last-minute appearance for Dave. I think he said he was not going to be here last week. Nice change, and
then he saw I only need 7 points.
Yep.
So I'm in. Oh, he's going to slide off.
Is this the broadcaster's curse starting already?
It might be. Let's go back. Here we go. Hot lap for Joey. Essentially, he's got enough time to maybe get 2 laps in. That'd be tight though. So this.
Yeah. It'll be close.
And he's got traffic in front of him now.
That might be a good thing. That'll give him a little bit of a draft. Let's see when he comes across here. Yeah, he'll get time for another one, I believe.
Don't hit that wall. Ooh, he was right up with it.
24.84.
Oh,
I think the speed is on the 2nd lap. It actually probably would have been the 3rd one. Nice arc out of 2 down the backstretch.
This is going to be it. This is the only attempt. Mark Morton is also out on the track. First sector right now, not any faster for Joey. What's the second one going to get? A little bit of wiggle out of the turn.
69. Nice.
And he goes right back to the top. Mark Morton has put it in the pit, so he is not going to get a lap in. Here comes Crank Bell across. Oh my God, it's almost like an F1 qualifying right now. They're all racing. He's going to come in 5th. Here's Matthew Croak, 2nd place in the points, currently 6th. Can he pick up any time? His sector 1 was his best. What's he going to come across with?
82.
An 82, so not going to improve. Stiverson's going to come across. He is going to stay in 7th, and then Larry Brunner has just come back out, but time has expired. Joey Sainz in the closing seconds here of qualifying is able to get on the pole. Let's go through that starting lineup here tonight. Front row, your points leader, looking to bring home the championship, Joey Sainz, and starting to his outside will be the 43 of Eric Anderson. Row number 2 is going to have Mark Morton and Nathan Dufton. we're going to keep our eye on that 52-9 battle. We saw them earlier, Kyle, in the season. Have a little bump and run, if you will. I forget what track that was, so we'll see. We're going to keep our eye on the 9 and 52 all night long. That's row 2. Row 3 is going to have Crank Bell and Matthew Croak. Now, Crank's going to move to the back. Row number 4, Mike Stuyvesant and David Gainforth. They're going to move to, Mike Stuyvesant's going to move to the back. Chris Letts is going to get the benefit of 2 positions here, but he's going to be officially starting in 9th with Joe Ogle rounding out your top 10. And then there's Larry Brunner and Matt Hall. And then final row will be 13 if John can get back in the 61 there. So we'll keep our eye on that. He's going to miss the start, so it might just be that last row.
I think this is going to be a really fun track. Really fun race.
See Frank getting out of the way. That was a tight get out of the way really quick.
Oh, you only got one pace lap here, so you want to do it fast.
I was just going to ask, is this a 1 lap or a 2 lap pace hit?
This is a one and done.
One and done. This one. There we go. Just look out the back of the pace car at that front row. Joey Signs. He's got some space. Nathan Dufton will be there. You can see the 4 highlighted in that pinkish purple from Elswick Esports on the timing board. If that number 1 is purple there for Joey, it's a good sign.
So that is a an extra bonus point for Joey as well. For the pole.
The pole, and then he's going to get the, if he can maintain this first lap, he might be leading the lap.
Yeah. Essentially, if Joey wins the race, it's his.
All right. Pace car's out of the way. Barney is leading them in. Green is out, and championship racing is underway here in the Elswick Esports Rising Stars as they head into turn 1. Joey's breaking away just a little bit.
Turn 2 is a trouble spot here. Your car will bottom out, push up into that wall, and that can end your race. Joey setting sail here, though. His gap in the field. He's going to get his bonus point.
So 2 additional points now. That just made everyone have to go 2 extra spots. Joey Signs now with a 2nd lead already. Eric Anderson still in 2nd. Mark Martin 3rd, and Nathan Dufton in 4th. Everyone's kind of single filed. There was some shuffling around just a little bit, but at this point we are single filed. And Joey's starting to walk away slowly here, lap after lap.
He was running all the practice laps, you know, he was asking for help, and it's paying off.
Gainforth sends it in deep there, almost gets in to Matthew Croak as that's going to settle down. Someone in the background, Joe Ogle's into the wall. Here comes Mark Morton now to the inside of Eric Anderson. If you're Joey, you love this because now it's a 1.5 gap, and Mark Morton is going to clear, put the 52 into 2nd place.
This is a track that rewards patience. You know, you don't burn your tires up. Joey, he got out. You know, he's got that clean air. And now Mark has to chase Joey down. So, Mark, he loves to run his stuff really hard, really fast, but he pays for it at the end of the run.
Nathan Dufton here working Eric as well. So, real tight. Larry Brunner's got a lot of work to do. Kyle, he's still back in 12th place right now if he's going to have a run at this.
He was in that championship final last night, and he had a really rough night, so he's looking for a rebound tonight.
Ooh, Mark just got into the wall there off the corner.
You just, you don't want to do that too much. He's got a little bit of damage on his right front, I think.
Yeah. So I was just zooming in on that to look at it. Yeah, it does look like there is a little bit of damage there on the 52. I wouldn't imagine here, I mean, maybe a little bit of tire wear, but not too big of a hurt.
I think Eric's got a little bit too.
He might have said hello to a wall. Let's look. Oh, he's got a little bit more, or it's just more visible because it's a pure white car.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he's got a little bit more.
That's not good. But once the tires were here, you know, as long as the suspension isn't damaged, it's not going to hurt because you're going to be out of the throttle a lot more.
Here we go, lap 7. Still pretty tight with this group here. Mark back to Crank there now, catching towards the tail end of Matt Hall. Joey Signs is 1.6 seconds in the lead.
I noticed there, Mark Morton, when he came out of 2 there, he had 2 tires down on that apron, It works for a bit, but you're playing with fire there. One misstep and you're up into that wall.
Seeing some difference of lines here. As I just saw Mark Martin loose out of the corner there. Mark and Eric are going down to the line, where Nathan Duffy and Matthew Croak are kind of running that middle to high groove in 1 and 2.
This track, it has multiple lanes here, depending on your tire wear. You're gonna burn your right front a little more running low out of 2 if you enter 1 low. Here, Mark kind of arced it down towards that yellow line and gets a straighter run out of the corner versus, say, the 55, where he had a bit of a higher exit, had to lift a little bit. But he's running a bit more of a higher entry into 3, and he's getting a lower exit out of 4, carrying a lot more speed down the front stretch.
You start to wonder here if Joey's maybe starting to save a little bit, just pull back just a bit as the lead has shrunk down to 1.4. Now it's growing, though. Mark had a deep entry there and kind of cost him about a 10th.
It's easy to hang the carrot out and go, come on, come get it, and have them burn your stuff up versus you burning your stuff up trying to get away from them.
I wonder if Larry here must have hit the wall or something. He is last place, or just running really conservative. But yeah, he is 3 seconds back from Chris Letts, who's all the way back into 11th. Stuyvesant's kind of hanging out right now in 10th. They're working Matt Hall. As you can see, Crank Bell was able to get around Matt just a few laps ago. Looks like Crank has said hello to a wall.
I just went back to check on Larry, and yeah, he just pounded the turn 2 wall. See, I guess that does count as the broadcaster jinx a little bit.
I'm not going to take credit for that because my camera was not on him.
Yeah, I get it. Okay, I'll take credit for that one.
Eric is starting to put some pressure here. Nathan Dufton is closed in. He is now right on that back bumper. You can just hear them playing with the throttle over the bumps on these corner exits.
The car gets a little bit upset. You just let out more until it smoothens out, and then you just ease back into it. You don't want to buzz those right rear tires. Eric got really close to the wall. David's loose. Yeah, this track, you will get loose in the middle of the straightaway. It'll catch you off guard.
Here's Crank Bell. We're going to ride on his roof cam here as he's trying to navigate. He can see Joe Ogle. Joe Ogle's going to go the inside of Gainforth. There you can see that damage on Crank's car. Oh, they're going to get into Joe Ogle, and Gainforth are going to connect. Crank Bell's going to go to the inside. David Gainforth is going to catch it, but oh no, they're going to wreck Stuyvesant. Oh. And first caution of the night. I was getting so excited I was clicking 19 buttons there. Joey Sines did not want to see that. All right. I know, Kyle, you got to step away, but when you come back, I'm going to ask you, 15 laps in, you coming down?
Yes.
Yes. All right.
All right, you're back.
He's going to step aside. So first caution of the night comes in 15 laps into this. Those of you hanging out in the YouTube chat, I forgot to post it earlier. Let me get it to you now. Live timing link, if you want to catch and see what we're looking at here, is now pinned. So you can go check out the live timing of all the laps and pit stops as they are all coming down pit road. Don't think we'll see any type of tire or fuel strategy here. I think this will be all full tanks of fuel and 4 tires. I don't see any reason to do a 2-tire strategy here. Ah, there we go. Joey's got the tires up. Once we finish the race off of pit road, we will step aside for... Ooh, Mark's going to get a good launch, but Joey is going to edge him out. All right, let's go back and see what brought out the first caution. We were kind of watching it there in the corner. Let's go back here. You can see this is where it kind of starts. Joe Ogle and David Gainforth get into it. That's going to send Joe Ogle sideways. You can see Crank here, good avoidance. Underneath, it's going to get tight. David Gainforth and Joe are going to get into it once again. And then Gainforth is still trying to catch it, and then just gets right into the side of Stuyvesant. Huge hit for Stuyvesant. But they got that one roll of flex tape.
Mike does not, I believe.
Oh, that's right. He should not be having it.
Nope, and he does not. He has no back bumper.
Following the rules. I would have told you deal with it. All right, lights are out on the pace car, which means we are getting ready to go back at it. Gainforth had the Rolleiflex tape, though. I would imagine he would have used it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he used it. He got a brand new car. Now you got to wonder how many cars out here forgot to uncheck that box and burned it early.
Oh, yeah. That looks like he...
I don't think anybody did.
No, they were good. Nick's got a bit of damage still. Mark does.
Right, here comes Joey to the start.
On leader.
Really good start there for Joey.
Eric with a bit of wheel spin, the 55 with a bit of wheel spin there. That's one thing you got to watch out for.
Joey gets a really good jump there. Mark was a little bit loose out of the corner, has to catch the car.
It's scary on cold tires here.
Oh man, some of them just flirt with that wall coming out of turn 4.
It comes up fast. Like, you're just coming out of the corner and all of a sudden it's like wall. Like, ooh. And even going into the corner, it comes up fast. See Joey favoring a bit of a lower line. Mark's now starting to favor that lower line too. And it's he's catching him off the corner there. I wonder if Joey's just tried to save that right front a little bit.
Big send here. So Mark's got a really late entry into one compared to Joey. It's going to help him get a run off the corner here.
If I were Joey, I would just let him go. Joey's doing all he needs to do right now, staying ahead of everybody. It'd be nice to win the race, but, just let Mark burn his stuff up.
Yeah, you gotta just be ahead of everyone you're racing against. In reality,
I tell you, like last night, it's a tough thing to do. You have to try and rein yourself in. Oh, Eric, you're off too.
Got a big moment. How about Matthew Croak right here? He's on the back bumper of Nathan Dufton, trying to keep Joey in his sights. See Mark Morton up here getting another run potentially, but Mark might be just chilling here for a minute.
You can work with the leader in front to, push him down the front stretch, but he's looking on the outside. This is a tough pass to complete around the outside here.
Is it almost like he's trying to set up because he can get this run down the back stretch, but just can't catch him by the corner entry?
Yeah, if I were Mark, I'd let off a little bit more going into the corner, and then you can get into the throttle earlier and carry a lot more speed off the corner around the outside than what Joey is on the bottom. Yeah, you can see there, Joey, when the exhaust comes out, that's when they're letting off. Joey lets it off, and then Mark gets, I think it's like 2 or 3 car lengths. As
here comes the run.
Gets one into the bottom. If I were Joey, just let him go.
Joey's giving him lots of room.
Yep.
Flashbacks of earlier in the season.
Oh. Joey close to that wall.
Joey is not going to just give it up here. He is going to keep pressing and pushing.
Oh, now he's got to worry about Eric. But now just get down and behind him and just ride. But he can see that O2 in behind him there.
New leader, Mark Morton. Joey's got long run pace, and we got short run versus long run here. We'll see if Mark worked on that. He talked about in some of these driver interviews, Kyle, that he knew that was an area he wanted to continue to work on. So see if he's put some practice in and can get him to show up here tonight.
Yep, it's one thing to have short run speed, but with how this series is and how few cautions it can have, this is definitely where you want to work on your long run pace, especially for drivers looking to move up into the Cup Series.
You wonder, too, with that early caution, lap 15 with a driver, like Joey maybe looked at his tire wear and went, oh, maybe I just got to back this off just a little bit for long run.
Oh, we worked on 15-lap runs there in qualifying, or not qualifying, in the posted practice beforehand with everybody that was in there, and the 15 laps didn't seem too bad on the tires. It was the 20 and the 25 and the 30 where it was just like, okay, that's where the tires start to degrade really fast when the temperatures get up high in like the 280s, 290s.
Yeah, so We're about 8 laps away from that mark, so we'll keep our eye on what those times are going to start doing. Is it some pretty close battling here? Matthew Croak is all over the back bumper of the 47, and Crank Bell is right there, just waiting.
Yeah, this is a track just like Darlington, where you race the racetrack, you let them burn their stuff up, or make a mistake, as you saw earlier with the 55 and the 101. Crank just got 2 spots in one corner.
Pretty single file at this point. Stuyvesant obviously going to be way off pace here with that damage. Larry Brunner is way back as well. Still has that heavy damage on the car. But it's a tight group right here. Mark Martin's worked it up to about a half a second lead, so not gapping as much as we saw Joey earlier. But they might be just doing some pacing of tires at this point.
Well, Craig's got a little bit of damage on his right front there as well. Just kind of looking through the field. Matthew Hall has a bit of damage. Everyone's met that turn 2 wall.
Everybody has said hello to it. You see Matt here. Up 3 spots, though, into 9th.
It's good. Good run for him.
Top 10 run.
I think he's going to make a charge at the Rising Stars Championship next year. He's announced. So
Crank Bell to the inside of Matthew Croak. Gainforth is there too.
That is not what Matthew wants, because that's another spot gone.
A little slide job there from Crank. And last lap, Joey Signs is 1/10 faster than Mark Morton, as we are closing in kind of on that 20 lap mark, Kyle.
Yeah, that's where the tires start to fall off, and Joey, you can see where Joey's kind of saved his tires. He gets a way better, way cleaner exit, and he's going to run to the outside here.
Let's look at that last lap there. Joey once again a 10th faster.
You can actually see where the cars are going into the corner, because they'll actually leave tire marks going into 3 there, really dark marks where the car's bouncing and sliding in 3 and into 1 here.
Kind of stalled as soon as Joey got right within that 2/10 window there. Last lap, basically identical lap times. Mark Morton was a little bit faster.
That could be dirty air, or that's just Joey going, all right, well, this is what I have, and I can save a little more, just ride behind him.
Yeah, you can see Joe. I think Joey here is being patient.
Yeah.
Not trying to, as he was watching, I was going to say, watch him just dive to the inside right here.
I think he's trying to force Mark into a mistake.
I think he is as well. Once again, 1/10 faster.
Right on his bumper. Right coming out of 4 here. He's going to look to the inside here.
He might just be saying, hey, I'm there. Get ready.
I'm faster. One slip up, and that's all it takes, as Mark gets loose going into 1.
Mark sent it into 1, too. They're really working that right front.
And Joey's got a bit more of a shallower entry. Mark kind of running that outside, but Joey has that right front, and he stays right in behind him. Yeah, Joey's just toying with him right now at this point.
Yeah, he is staying right there on the bumper. Woo, both of them. But notice, not really blocking.
Really high into 3, and this can open the door for Joey. He started to slide, yep. Joey Signs back to the front.
All right, well, we had our nightly internet in and out, but Joey back to the front. Go figure, Kyle. Happens once a week, or once a night.
Once a week. Yep. Okay, once a night's better than 3 times a night.
Yeah, well, it's better than what we were having with crashes and everything. So at least we've solved that in the command center here. But Joey Signs to the front, already 4/10 of a second lead, as it is starting to gap now. Kyle, as I'm looking at this field, they're getting a little bit more spread out. So that tells me tires are starting to show up here for drivers.
Yep, now you can see who the tire saving experience, who's burnt them off, who has practiced their tire savings, Yeah, Joey, he's a lap and a half later. He's already over half a second ahead of Mark, and Eric's starting to close in on Mark now.
Yeah, it's not fall apart. Battle here for ninth position. Chris Letts and Matt Hall. Matt Hall looks to have picked up maybe a little bit more damage there.
Something that I even haven't noticed it, but Chris Letts sitting there comfortably in 10th place in points. He's really turned it on in the last few races of the season. I think that's the Cup Series experience bleeding down into the Xfinity car.
Could be a contender for next year. Let's go through our field here. We'll go through the whole 12 because we can. Joey Signs back up to the front. He was second place for a little bit, but back up here, and he has got almost a full second lead. Now he's got a full second lead over second place, Mark Morton. Can he get some tires or learn something for a final push here as it looks to be falling off at this point? Third place, Eric, having a really good run here. Also seeing some tire fall off, but not as bad, so he's kind of getting a little bit of an accordion run going on. Nathan Dufton is here, a little bit probably disappointed that not as many showed up because he could have mathematically made it in, but with how many were on here tonight, he is going to be mathematically eliminated, but having a really good top 5 run right now in 4th. Frank Bell started in the back. He's up into 5th position, which is where he would have started without that end of longest line penalty at the start. How about David Gainforth? Still has those championship hopes in sight. He is currently in 6th, but he is 4.5 seconds back from Joey. Matthew Croak also trying to keep this thing going. We still got a long way. We're just past the halfway mark. But he is currently in 7th position. Joe Ogle is in 8th. Oh, he's going to go to the wall. That's a broadcaster's curse. Blame Kyle.
I wasn't even talking.
Big hit there for Joe. He goes into the wall in 8th. Matt Hall in 9th. Running right here, we just were talking about that with Chris Letts in 10th. Mike Staverson's back here missing the back bumper in 11th. And then Larry Brunner, a night he's going to want to forget, is currently in 12th position. And that, Kyle, that's the top 12.
Top 12, yep. Light field for the finale.
We got almost a 3 wide here. Joe Ogle, back Hall got around him. Joe Ogle's bringing it into pit road, I think. Oh, I think that car has got some damage.
That'd be.
I mean, it was a heavy hit too. Now he comes in though. I think if we stay green, he's good. Oh, whoa! Yeah. Till he picks up a penalty.
Yeah, you pit here, you're good to the end.
Oh. I don't see anybody else coming down though. But
this early, no, but they may have to. They'll have to pit again.
I think we're about 10 to 15 laps away from that. Maybe. Math is hard.
Math is hard. When they pit 14
30
plus,
is 45.
Oh. Nope, this is going to start green flag pit stops. I just heard the O2 coming in.
Matthew Croak is coming in. Okay, so a little bit of strategy here to try to play this. If you're anybody not the 9, you got to start just doing some wild card strategy here.
I think with the 9, with how much tire fall off can be here, you might have to cover the 2. I know you got the bonus point for leading a lap and probably leading the most laps at this point, but yeah, you get caught under caution. If you pit later on, you get caught under caution, take a wave around here in the back. Yeah, you're kind of screwed. You're SOL at that point.
Field is really gapped right now. Uh-oh, Joe Ogle has crashed. Is that going to bring out a caution? He has parked it.
Yep.
Oh, he's backing up on the track, and it does bring out the caution.
See what I mean?
I saw someone else there with heavy damage. Matt Hall. Engine has blown up. What brought out this caution here? Joe Ogle, fresh tires. Oh, Matt Hall's going to get the wall and get into him there. Oh, and heavy contact there. And that's what brought out the caution right there. Backed it up onto the track, and caution comes out. Joey Signs was not looking forward to that, I don't think. He was starting to get into his rhythm here, but this is starting to play into the hands of the 52. They should be catching the pace car here in a minute. There it is. I think everybody's going to be coming down pit road.
That one was claimed quickly by the 24.
Yeah, I watched him get loose, get into the wall, and just came off of it. We tried to pass here going on to pit road. What are we doing? Okay, they're on pit road.
Wonder if Joey was trying to fake him out there.
All right, slow roll down here. It was starting to get gapped out big time, Kyle, so the caution's going to bring everybody back in. I was just saying as you were out, this is starting to kind of play into the hands of the 52.
Yeah, yeah, the little bit at the earlier, jeez. What?
Joey is flirting with this pit box, by the way. He slid into that thing. He is close to needing to have missing it.
That's not fun when you miss it. Oh. And then Joey's going to beat him out of pit road.
Oh, Crank Bell with an exit. Crank Bell's going to jump up to 4th.
See, I want to learn how to do that with limited wheel spin. I am not good on pit road exit.
I can't even get on my pit box being aggressive. I'm like a grandma coming in.
Me too.
All right, Matthew Croak, I am showing in 5th. Now, he pit a few laps ago, but now it shows he's falling back. Okay, so he's going backwards.
So he would have taken the wave around on that one.
Yep.
So see, and that's that.
So his gamble of trying to get tires just did not work out. You see Matt Hall down underneath. You see we getting the end of longest line. Maybe. Reminder.
Thank you, sir.
Diverson still on pit road, coming back down pit road, going to keep getting this damage repaired, eventually asking his crew, where's the back bumper?
They forgot to pack it because it was such a quick decision.
And he's over there like, oh, they just had to pull my car to Hall of Fame to get it out here. You know, that's what
he's It's actually a show car.
Right, so he's going to go back down pit road, try to get more damage repaired. We are lap 52 right now. Joey Signs still up at the front, but he's going to have Mark Morton there again. Leaders stay at the bottom, you think, on all restarts?
Yeah, I think so. That's how Joey got the lead, and with him having the advantage he can start the race whenever he wants. Yeah, stick with the bottom.
All right, lights are out as we are getting ready to go back here for our second restart of the night. Front row will be Joey Signs, Mark Morton. Right behind him, Eric Anderson, Crank Bell, Nathan Dufton, and David Gainforth. Hope is still alive for Gainforth, potentially. Potentially even to move up into second in points if he can't win the championship. But that's an amazing finish there for Gainforth to come home with that. If that's how this thing ends, that is a strong run there for the 101. See, I think Joe has joined us in the chat.
Yeah, Mike's car is shiny.
Shiny! All right, Mark had a really good start last time. He caught when Joey was launching here. See what they can get again. Joey's going to go way early and get a good jump. Ugh. No restart zone, so I think he's going to be fine with that.
Yeah.
Ooh, side by side, Eric Anderson and Mark Morton. I think Mark had to get out of it there at a corner exit to stay off the wall, and he used his fast repair. Might have forgot to uncheck it, so he might be a little bit more cautious here. Eric's still trying once again on the bottom. Joey is checking out here. Mark's going to clear and stay in second place. Eric in third. Oh my, yeah, Mike's car. Park it. It's blinding. Kyle's doing admin duty. I don't see a caution though. But he is checking something out here.
Sorry, I have to step away.
Oh, I thought you were doing admin duty. I was like, oh, we got drama.
Oh yeah, admin duty, but had to.
Whoa! Joey's in the wall. Joey is in the wall. Was it true admin duty? We got drama?
Yeah, yeah, it was just a bit of tire spinning and stuff and going on, so.
Ah, gotcha.
She's in the back of the field. What? Oh yeah, I just saw Joey hit the wall there. Yeah, that's those cold tires.
Sounds like a back of the field problem. We're gonna stay focused on the front of the field. Does that mean?
Yeah, I guess so.
Right, look at this. As Joey is gonna try to regroup here from that damage again. He's not really racing the next 3 cars, but you know his mindset is. But here's Crank Bell to the inside as Eric's gonna rub the wall on corner exit, and Crank is gonna move into 3rd place. Gainforth trying to go with him. You wonder if Gainforth here is sensing, hey, Joey hit the wall. There's an opportunity now.
Yeah, it's what was he, 5 points? So yeah, he would need a.
He's gonna need Joey to hit the wall significantly a few times.
Yeah, basically like destroy his car and
Destroy it again.
water barrels. Yeah,
But you're saying there's a chance.
there's a chance.
There is a chance. Speaking of chance here, now Mark Morton is putting the pressure back on Joey. I wonder if Joey backed it off a little bit as he got into the wall with that damage. I mean, it was a pretty good tail slap. As Mark's going to get the run to the inside once again.
So I think if Gyro Joey, just let him go.
I think Joey did. I think Joey went high, got off the throttle. Yeah. Oh, he's looking to maybe cross him over.
Guys, you don't want to do anything stupid.
I thought we were going to see a bumper to a bumper right there. 25 to go, Kyle.
25 to go. Don't do anything stupid. You have the championship. It's, you can taste it. You can smell it. Don't lose it.
You start to wonder if anybody is in that room with him, kind of in his ear, telling him that. The problem is his teammate is right behind him, Crank. So Crank's like, yeah, coming for you.
I think Crank is telling him, don't do anything stupid. Just chill out. Crank's smart, so. Crank's been here before. Just don't destroy the car.
Yeah, just let your run come. 24 to go. You saw this before. It got up to about half a second. You're able to close it in, which is back to its right now. Mark Morton with the half a second lead. Gainforth and Nathan Dupton here still battling. Eric is kind of falling off here a little bit after Crank got around him.
It took Joey about 20 laps to get back to Mark there after the tires went. So 20 to go, 25 to go. You should catch him back with 5 to go if he saves his stuff here.
Matthew Croak here is kind of falling back. He's all back battling right now with Larry Brunner. He's going to get around him, but Mike Stiverson is actually ahead of him here with the damaged car. So Matthew Croak's got to get a lot of stuff done here. 22 laps to go. That's a tall order. Joey Sainz and Mark Morton have a 1.5 second lead over Crank Bell. As Gainforth is going to survive the challenge here so far from Nathan Dupton. Top 5 run for the 101. Eric's going to pull away just a little bit. Look at that. Chris Letts is back into 7th place, Kyle. We were just talking about kind of towards the back and just having battling for 10th place. And here he is now in 7th. Opportunity for 5th potentially. And Matt Hall's a lap down. Never mind. JK.
No, Chris in the poop car. Just, patience is a virtue here. And you wait for these two to make a mistake and you swoop in and steal it.
Pretty tight racing here. Mark Morton back up 0.6 of a second lead, coming 19 laps to go. So, Kyle, I think it's about 7 laps from now is where that tire fall off hit him the last time. We'll see what happens here.
The one thing on the last time is Joey didn't have damage, so that'll be another thing to watch.
We'll zoom in on his car as he comes out of 4 here. We'll be able to see what that looks like. Doesn't look like big a lot of damage, but there is definitely damage. The
Yeah,
rear quarter panel's got the most.
Kind of just what everybody else had there when they would brush the wall. Although it looked like he climbed the wall.
He was close. Ooh, I just saw tire smoke. I think Eric Anderson was loose. He's all of a sudden fallen back to 7th place.
He's got damage on his left front.
Usually he's got damage on the left front. That means someone's probably got it on the right front. Let's watch here.
And the 43.
Yeah, let's watch it. Here comes Gainforce going to come underneath. Let's see, where does this happen? Oh, and there it is right here. The 47 and the 43 get into it in 1 and 2. That is what caused it.
Everybody's kind of spaced out now. There's a bit of a pack here with Nathan and Chris. But yeah, with Chris, you know, he got around Eric because of that issue, and with Nathan there, he can just wait till Nathan's right front gives up on him, and then he can pass him there with a little bit of damage that Nathan has.
Joey's starting to cut in the lead. It was almost a full second. It is now down to 0.7 of a second. Last lap, Joey's back into 1/10 a lap faster, so he's getting it turned on here, and his teammates slowly closing into the background. Crank Bell only 1.2 seconds back.
Now, does Crank pass Joey, or?
Now, if you're Joey, you want to get him within like the next 5 laps, because under 10, that 52 can start walking.
Yep.
1/10 again the last lap. 1/10 a lap. He's going to need to get a little bit quicker. 0.6 of a second. Mark's getting him on corner entry. Joey is getting it on corner exit. That is where he's making up his ground, although Mark just had a really good 3 and 4 right there. They basically ran identical lap times that last time by.
Yeah, you just kind of pick up where he's struggling, and you work on where you're doing it, and then yeah, that's just how you beat them.
Iverson has brought the car down pit road, so I think his night is probably over at this point.
Yeah, car's not healthy.
All right, Joey's starting to fade now, so you don't got to figure out what was going through his mind there for a second.
I think Mark's starting to run a higher entry in 1 and 2.
That he is. Fresh out of the infield care center getting his ice cream, Stuyvesant. Mike, how was your night tonight?
Well, 0 practice, and then, I mean, I'm sure you saw what happened. I don't know what happened in front of me, but I got caught up in that mess, and the car was broke the whole time, but it was fun driving around for a little bit. But I really wanted to watch the end of this, so I just parked it. I really want to see the end of this race.
Yeah, we're coming in 10 laps to go. Mark Morton right now is holding on to a 0.9 of a second lead, but we're getting into the zone where the last run, this is where Mark's tires started to fall off, but Joey has gotten into the wall. Is that damage going to play a factor here? 10 laps to go, and it is a 1 second gap.
How are we looking for the championship, Chris? I don't have everything up, but I assume if Joey goes right here, he wins?
Yep. Joey essentially, Gainforce would have a shot, but Joey would have to wreck and just not get the car back up and running. So right now, at this point, kind of where everybody is running, Joey Sainz essentially can finish in the top 7 and bring this thing home. So that might be the other thing here, too. He knows he doesn't need to push, so he can just kind of ride these laps out here.
Yeah, with him bouncing it off of 4, you know, that'll scare you a lot to calm you down.
Car doesn't look like it has a whole bunch of damage, but you're right, Kyle. That'll just remind you, hey, I'm out here racing for a little extra. Hang out, ride around.
Yep.
Yeah, you can see these two have pulled away, though, so if they do start battling, and Crank is 3 seconds back now, but yeah, Joey is struggling. He's losing about 1/10 a lap now, so Mark might have just been saving something and just turned it on. Again, we talked about it. He knew that was a short piece in his game, and he was working on it, and it looked like he might have put some work into it.
Yeah, you just you run the first half of the race learning, and then the second half of the race you apply what you learned.
And just as we say that, we're now back under a second. So Joey not giving up.
Six to go this time by. Joey's going to be hard pressed to catch him.
Yeah, he's going to have to, at a full second, Mark's going to have to really have a fall off here. He did lose a tenth there in the corner.
I mean, hey, we saw Joey cut 2/10 a lap at Phoenix and pass on the last lap, so we have seen it done before.
And it was these two, wasn't it?
It was these two.
I thought.
All right, let's see what this, and that just like that, Kyle. Oh no, it changed.
Almost up in the wall.
Oh, who's in the wall?
Mark Morton.
Mark out into the wall. Oh yeah, it's close now.
I think Joey just did out of 2.
Oh, he had a run. It was within 0.6 of a second, and then Joey probably got excited. Danny chase him down. 4 laps to go. Yeah, Joey's got a little bit more damage now to that car. Might be the only time, Kyle, I say let's get a caution.
Hit the button, Kyle. Hit the button.
Hey, you know what? I was there last night. You do not want to caution at all. You see that yellow flag pop up, and your heart just sinks.
3 laps to go. And there's still battling back here. Gainforth, Nathan Dufton. Chris Letts is way up into the wall. Oh my goodness. It was Mike's fault.
Oh, I know. Now I know what Matt was feeling like last night. This is intense.
All right, we're going to come back up here. 2 to go. 0.6 of a second here. Again, Joey has got the championship locked up if he can finish in this position. Did not need to win the race, although you would like those bragging rights. But here we go. White flag in the air. It is the final lap here in the opening season in the Elswick E-Sports Rising Star Series.
Oh, he's there. He's catching him.
Joey does. He is. He is getting a slow run here. Get ready for full send mode. Mark's going to go deep and push a little bit, but he's going to get a run off the corner.
Couldn't steal it.
Oh, Joey was right there. Mark Morton is going to come home victorious. Joey Sainz is going to come home in second, but that is going to lock a championship up there for Joey Sainz. And Crank Bell is going to come home third. What a final race of the season. They're still battling. No, they already finished. Nathan Dufton. Gainforth, though, top 5 in 4th place. How about that? But your race winner here tonight, Mark Morton. because he got out of the care center. Mike, you caught up with our race winner, Mark here. And what a run.
Oh, I didn't know I was doing interviews. Hey, Mark. How did it look up there?
It was great. Until I saw that 9 car get bigger and bigger in my mirror, but
well, that's what I want to ask you about. So I noticed the first run we were out there, you know, you pulled out in front of Joey and then Joey caught you back up. Did you learn a little?
yeah, I did. I watched the streams, and I know that he has that long run speed, and I had the short run speed, but you know, this time I guess I had to try to flip the tables around him a little bit. I saved just enough tire, but if there was like 2 or 3 more laps, he would have caught me, and I just would have let him go. I mean, he's racing for the championship, and I didn't want to take him out of the race.
Not this time.
Yeah, not.
Wow.
Hey, I was in the race. I can ask silly questions.
Well, Mark, you're gonna claim the final race here, bringing home the victory. Looking forward to next season. You think you got a shot at the Rising Stars Championship?
Well, I don't want to count my chickens before they hatch, but I know it was definitely a very fun season. I enjoyed every minute of it. And sometimes I was a little bummed I wasn't able to race with him. But hopefully, I kind of made a name for myself, and I have that momentum going in the next season. And obviously, I know Joey does too. And I'm ready to see um, how me and Joey stack up as long as we're both able to run each and every week.
Well, there we go. Well, congrats here tonight on bringing home the win. We're going to go talk to our champion, but congrats again for you here tonight, bringing home the win on the final race.
Thank you kindly. And before you go, I want to give a shout out to Joey. Congrats on the championship season. If he would have caught me, I just would have let him go. Just respect that I have for him as a driver. Huge shout out to everybody else in the league, and definitely shout out to you guys. You guys put on a hell of a broadcast each and every week.
Well, I appreciate it. You put on a good show. Congrats again, and we'll talk to you next season.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, let's get him out of here, and let's pull in your season champion, the number 9, Joey. What a season, regular season's points champion. Started out a little bit rocky here in this championship race, but you got it done here tonight. Going to come home second place, but hey, that's all you needed to bring home the championship.
Absolutely. I didn't care if Mark was 10 cars behind me or 10 cars in front of me, as long as nobody was near me. Got it done. That's what we came here to do this season, and job's finished.
Now, towards the end of that run, we saw you say hello to the wall a few times. Did that get you to kind of back off? Was your team in your ear telling you, like, hey, you're racing for something different tonight? Don't say hi to the wall anymore?
That was one time, actually, so appreciate the few that you threw in there. But
Mike said it was twice. I just want you to know that.
Oh, now blame it on me.
No, Crank and I talked about it in the channel, and we moved past it, and I thought the car was going to be my luck. I got a meatball or something off that, but got a little loose coming out. It happens. It's just a fun track, fun race.
So talk me through your season, man. To now be a champion. So the bad part is you no longer get to be part of the Rising Stars series as the champion, but you get to have that little gold trophy next to your name. What does that mean for you as you think forward about the trucks and potentially the next gen and all those?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we'll go and run those like we did this season. Look to build on the momentum that we had here. Definitely help getting seat time in the series. Hope to see the series continue to grow. And last year we had a better field, but as far as size, hopefully that's the case next season, and we get some more new drivers in here. But fun season, had a lot of good runs. Tonight, I mean, we brought the car. It was great.
Well, there we go. As the champion, I'm going to turn the floor over to you, let you give your call-outs and shout-outs to everyone that helped get you to this point.
Absolutely. Before anybody gets a shout out to Chris with the paint. Put the Florida Gators in the championship. They are in the championship in baseball today. Hope you saw that. Everybody at Cyber Thunder Broadcast Network, always great broadcast. Kyle for running the league, did a great job as the director this year. Everybody at Long Shot. We got a hell of a lot better this season, so watch out for us next season. Everybody at Charlotte Phoenix, they were cheering us on all season as well. They were not on the car, but they were on the car. So see you out there next season, I guess.
There we go. We will see you next season. We'll see you tomorrow night, too, won't we?
Yeah, I will be out there. Where are we?
Vegas.
I will be there.
There we go. Well, congrats here tonight. Your season champion in the Elswick E-Sports Rising Stars Series. Congrats, Joey. What a dominant season, and capping it off here tonight with the championship.
Appreciate it, guys.
Congrats, man. Well earned.
All right, there we go. We got Joey out of there. What a race, Kyle. In and out. Love it.
Hey, that's why I picked it. It's a fun race. It causes drama. It was a great race last season, and it was a great finale this season.
There we go. Let's pull up our finishing results here tonight. We just talked to the top 2 at least. Well, Mark Martin bringing home the win, and then there's your season champion, Joey Signs, in second place. Crank Bell started in the back, moved all the way up into third. David Gainforth, top 5 finish in fourth. That might be enough to move David Gainforth up to second in points, which for a championship run, that is really good.
Done. And, yep, David Gainforth moved into second, and Matthew Grope fell to third.
So David Gainforth, what a run there for the 101. Nathan Dufton going to come home in fifth. Just a few more cars, and he might have jumped some spots. Eric Anderson in sixth. Chris Letts in seventh. Larry Brunner in eighth. Matthew Croak, I think, was trying to give it all he had towards the end, and it just fell apart. Come home in 9th. Matt Hall going to round out with that top 10 there. Hey, Stuyvesant, you came home in 11th. Joe Ogle in 12th, and didn't look like John Fletcher was able to get a lap turn here tonight. Oh, Mike left. He knew I was going to call him out.
There we go. Yeah. Short field, quick race. Hey, you know what? Sometimes that's the best way to do it.
Sometimes it is. Well, that is just the second of championship runs here on the network. Tomorrow night, we cap off this first season of the 2023 seasons. That sounds weird to say it like that. But tomorrow night, we go to the Wheels for Warriors USA Pro Cup, where we are going to be crowning 3 champions under the lights at Vegas. Kyle, you are hoping to go back-to-back this week and get a championship on a Tuesday night and get a Division I championship tomorrow night. So good luck to you, sir. But for those of you that have not yet, hey, if you've not, hit that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on. Come join us tomorrow night as we're going to round out championship week here and crown some more champions tomorrow night, just like we did here tonight with the number 9, Joey Signs, getting it done. Kyle, let's kick you out of here. Let's go to Vegas.
Let's go to Vegas. Let's hit some casinos.
Just don't roll the snake eyes.
Nope.
All right. Good night, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow night. Later.
Bye.
Thank you.